I am Toby1, I'm joined by Wire Mum as we do game number 3 of MVP Phoenix going up against Mineski. Obviously game number 3 means it's a 1-1. One team must reside themselves to the 4th position in the group.
And some pretty one-sided games, both of the ones that we saw so far. First game in particular, where Mineski just manhandled MVP, but they did come back swinging in the previous game. Their bounty hunter really worked well for them. Great rotations by Febby, and they're gonna go for it as a first pick here.
It's kind of funny with that double kill that happened on the top lane, like straight away from Mineski. I'm like, this looks really, really good for them. And then every other lane you look at, it's like everything just took too long. You're like the co-op struggling even just to get a bottle. Like,
yes,
that
she was completely shut down. Her bounty rune got stolen. The sentry was wasted to try and kill the bounty, but didn't get him. And I also want to point out, Forev was having a good old time there on the bottom lane, and he kept the lifesteal really low in HP. Solo killed him at points, but also killed him by the bounty hunter just coming in saying, "Oh, you're 150 HP lifesteal. Let me just give you a shuriken. Here you go. Here you go.
And my job is done.
You hold this for everybody."
When's thinking a countdown on it? Tick, 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 boom!
Easy ganks, and let's see what's gonna happen here. Mineski going Darkseer Doom as a response. Picking really hard to kill heroes against bounty is a concept that I like. As opposed to in the previous game where they had some squishier heroes you could play. But even lifesteal should not have been squishy in the last game. That came down to how they played the game and the lanes.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how this one turns out with another 4th position Doombringer from my day. If I didn't have enough when I cast it with Cap earlier on.
It's worked pretty well for some teams. EG plays a really good 4th position Doom, so does, you know, I think they use it really well in the sense that just going Vlad's into Crimson Guard Rush makes you so tanky. It could mitigate the damage completely. For something like the Juggernaut, you just keep your team alive. So I like that position. And they keep their options pretty open for the lanes. They don't reveal much. It's like, okay, Darkseer on the off lane. Whoop-de-doo.
Not a bad ban here from Mineski. Like, I think they really did have issues with the Death Prophet in game number 2.
Yes.
It's the fact, like, there was just all of this physical damage which they had no answer to at all. Like, well, it's like, oh, well, we could lifesteal, we could open wins, and we could attack, but it's like, then you got hit by Chrono. Well, stuff like, you ban on every offlaner apart from the Faceless Void.
The big issue about Death Prophet in this game would be just having these tanky heroes. You know, it goes against what they're trying to do against the Bounty Hunter to let DP go through. Because then she just says, oh, great, you all tanky? Spirit Siphon is here. That's a lot what the current patch is about as well. Phoenix abusing the enemy max HP, Lifestealer abusing the enemy max HP, and of course Death Prophet is the same on that list. There's a lot of heroes that just play towards this. Even Doombringer himself with the Infernal Blade. All of them are playing towards this tanky hero patch.
Dragon Knight gets to be picked up. The hero has been struggling to get through the 2nd phase of bans, and then also struggling to still be that relevant hero you want to have in your mid.
Exactly. We'll see how it goes for him on mid lane this time. If you get good protection, and here we have a hero who can really just sit behind and protect you, Dazzle with that heal. I think DK can be a swell hero to have, but Bounty Hunter, again, they need to shut him down better and control him more than they did in last game.
You can try, but if this is going to be like what I think it is, like something like a Darkseer for the offlane for MVP, they just Iron Shield the Bounty Hunter. Oh, sorry, what am I talking about?
Yeah.
It's been a long day.
It's fine, Toby. We'll replace you soon.
I'm literally replaced at the end of this game.
Consumable caster.
This is my last game to cast. Yeah, we're bringing in someone who actually knows what he says when he says it. LD's coming in to cast the last series here today, I believe.
Wow. I'm glad. I'll be joining him, and that should be great fun.
Whoa. Wow. I forgot the W. Oh, no.
Oh, no. So I wonder what MVP want to go here. They do have some great ulti and Witch Doctor, but it's not so easy to get good damage out of that if you do not have stuns. And right now I look through their lineup, yes, you have Bounty Hunter to chase people down, but you can't keep them in place for Witch Doctor. Yeah. So what are you gonna do against this Darkseer, Doom, DK, something to hold them in place? could even go for the Void again if you want to. I mean, it's
Considering,
there, but...
considering they're running so many melee, can you...
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, that's where my brain was going. Unfortunately, they were about 3 seconds ahead. You can just get that Tidehunter up. It means Ravage is going to be absolutely amazing for you. And as far as laning phase goes, you're pretty happy with anything. Like, you don't know who your safe lane is going to be from Mineski. But Tide can normally deal with most things.
Yeah, he's a very solid all-round kind of offlaner, and it's a hero that LGD have been using a lot in the Manila Major, and also before that. They just really love running an offlane Xiao 8 Tidehunter, and it's quite easy to team fight around that. MVP, of course, a team notorious for team fighting and taking big clashes.
Speaking of fighting, Husker?
Oh, it could happen with the Dazzle, but I'm not sure. It could definitely happen, though. You always have to think about banning it here. And if MVP slip up and forget, I think the ban should, no matter what, be on Husker here.
There's still a lot of physical damage, though. So it's not as bad.
Well, the thing is, physical damage is not always enough. There's Weave, there's the armor from Doombringer when he gets that Vladimir's, there's the heal from Dazzle. Okay.
We got the Disruptor and Ember Spirit with the last one here from MVP, so
they could
that's
definitely
going to be a PMS Ember mid up against the DK.
I wonder.
With a Tide off, a Jug safe lane, rotating Bounty.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually really bad for the DK too, because the Ember has a lot of damage, and yep, it is going to happen.
Why did they ban Disruptor?
The Mineski Husker.
Did they not expect Doom to be a support?
They had to expect it.
Did they think Doom to be a carry or something?
I don't know. If they did, they were wrong.
MVP had some weird read with that Disruptor ban. Yes, it would be a combo with Darkseer, but I just don't see it being picked ever here. Really strange.
You'd actually have to run, like, the DK as... The Doom as one.
They slipped up on that ban.
Yeah. So
this has got to be tough now.
Yeah, something went haywire. Disruptor doesn't make any sense at all.
Anyway, Husker now in the game with his buddy Dazzle. And we have Doom as well available to shut down either the Ember or the Juggernaut or even Tidehunter. Because Doom is the only hero in the game who can reliably just say, okay, you're not gonna Ravage in this fight. Just go away. Walk away for 15 seconds. We'll talk later. If you're still alive or if your team is still alive. An interesting thing that happened in the EG game that you cast before this series as well was the Tide being picked into Axe, which is another one of the counters.
Yeah.
The call, of course, not breaking on Kraken Shell.
Quick movement out. It's only going to come from Mineski this time around. So one quick Observer Ward to the top river. Our lanes will be Bocarino. He is headed towards the north. Jules, he's got boots first, but obviously roaming support. Raging Potato will take that Huskar to the jungle. Puts Ben-Hur in towards the middle lane, and then the Dazzle will be the final one, who will stay with the Huskar for the time being.
Yeah, he should be protecting him a lot. Giving him a good early game is very important. But he's gonna have such an easy lane against the Tidehunter. Comes down to Febby and his rotations, I guess. But Febby just running in, trying to get some deep aggressive wards here.
He might be a little bit worried if because there's a sentry over on the Dazzle.
Oh, they actually saw the bounty for
they just pinged it for a moment.
But they don't know if he placed a ward at all now or if he just ran away. So Febby's still messing with his enemy's head. And I don't think the MVP can contest bottom rune at all, even though they're kind of posing for it. I'm not sure what they're doing here.
They just mass pinged out that observer ward position.
Yeah.
Mainly by the darks. Yeah. Look at it. It's like just
Huskar is like, "Argh!"
It's like just throw the sentry in here.
That's
in there, right there.
Like, I'm not sure about this.
Surprise. He was right. And now Husker has 12 plus experience.
Yeah, and 100 gold. At least you don't get 100 experience anymore for killing off a ward. And in fact, they lost 1 experience by sticking around, Toby. Inefficient dewarding. You get 25 if you're alone. You get 24 if you're doing it together. Split up and deward. That's what I say.
Shame.
Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, they just keep attacking into Ben-Hur. Like, this is a depressing point when, as a DK, you are forced to go Dragon Blood. Oh, Bocarino. Oh, really healthy as well up on top lane. Like, that shouldn't... Like, paralyzing cask into spin is obviously a dangerous thing, but now he's forced to move all the way through the dire jungle. This is a lot of wasted time and space
He's
for
being
him.
zoned a lot. He didn't get his level 2. He tried to play ultra aggressive to get his surge.
Can Febby? Okay, you got paralyzing cask again. Febby does have the orb of venom, so they can really mess with Bocarino. He's actually gonna happy tree himself up.
God, it's taking forever for him. He's just trying to get out of this, but he's in danger.
That's a level 1 Iron Cellist. It ain't gonna do jack
Oh,
to
here
dissuade him.
comes the Ember. He wants it.
Yeah, there goes your flame guard up. Unfortunately for him, it got burned off pretty quickly. And now it's Febby who's actually in no man's land. He'll go 1 second have his invis mana.
Iron Shell and Doom just chasing Febby now.
He's gonna go invis. Go invis. He can go invis.
He's fine. He doesn't want to waste it.
Okay, he's gonna juke it around the tree line and then attack Bocarino just for good measure.
They don't really have anything to kill him right now. Even if they have a, you know, angry Doom chasing after him, this is perfectly fine for Febby. He's delaying the Doom's farm. He's just gonna go Suicide to the Ancients just now. He could buy a Windlace and Suicide. It's a pretty good build. Oh, he's actually checking the Ancients for a Suicide?
I think he's hoping for a regeneration rune.
Yeah.
And so that's going to be a bounty. He's got to take it himself, or else Jules going to grab it. Now QO. Well, they can potentially bait this one out. Flame guards up. Searing Chains as well. Febby! Oh,
no.
First one goes the way of Jules.
So
the
greedy.
Dukin was able to connect on him, and that gave just enough damage for Jules to finish the job.
Febby's so greedy. He's been on point all last game with his decision making, but here just wanting to hit a little bit too much, and I think his team had that even without him. Anyway, good baiting by him. He TPs in mid and fills up the bottle of QO, being a good pal. But that first blood completely justifies Doom's death, and that was a lot of rotations as well to kill him.
I still kind of feel like we got like a ticking time bomb on the Mineski side, aka the fact that the Huskar is getting free farm on bottom. You'll get into a fairly decent timing for an armlet, and then MVP will be initiated on. And it won't be by Ben-Hur, he'll be catching up on farm while that happens, but like with Iron Shell bonuses, Doombringer, who's now going to go into the jungle and start playing catch-up himself.
What worries me a little bit, Toby, is also the fact that they don't have that good of a chain stun. The only chain stunning they have is the Witch Doctor cask into a Ravage, or maybe hope for lucky bounces to go back and forth between Huskar and someone.
Or that perfect slide to chain.
And that's really one of the easiest ways to bring down an armlet carrying Huskar, is to not allow him to toggle. So it's gonna be hard to stop this, especially with the Grave behind them, of course. Tarsier just leeching experience, being nuisance here.
Mid lane. QR. Okay, never mind. He's got Syrian chains, but Jules is being a real ass.
He is.
Febby? Febby? Yeah, that Iron Shell was still hurting you, man. But he really wants to keep Bocarino down. He's not going to find the kill.
He does. He is slowing down the game as well. But here goes Jules with the aggressive dust. I don't think... Okay, DK is coming in. He gets to stun him. Maybe he can kill him. Oh, nice. Running up.
It's a level 2 breathe fire. Like, you know, I make it waste a little bit of time. Nah, yep. There it is.
Wow. Good read by Febby, though, to run up. Realizing that the mid hero is coming, but sadly, still dies. If he ran straight left, he would have lived, but of course... Hard to do that in time. 2 deaths now on this bounty hunter. Definitely dealing with him a lot better than they did in last game, and that means he's still level 2, even 4.5 minutes in. So I don't think they have to worry as much for him. And Raging Potatoes free farm, as you mentioned earlier, is going to put him at a very early timing for this armlet and push power. When DK has level 6, armlet is up on Huskar, that's when they will start going.
That's also probably another reason why Febby's just come down to bot lane. Put the observer ward down, know what you're up against.
Well, he doesn't actually have Grave yet on Dazzle.
Interesting.
They don't know this, of course,
because he went for the sustain.
Yeah, I don't think they can kill him through the Helm of Iron Will, though. It's too much armor and HP regen, especially when Dazzle starts healing him up.
Unless they just go for Dazzle.
Yeah,
but you need more than what they got.
Yeah. You need a rotation basically from Ember to ever make that happen, but he doesn't have a TP scroll right now.
Raging Potatoes up pretty far. Yep. So, time to beat into that T1 town for the first time.
Yeah, they're starting to
Febby
push.
doesn't know if he can really fight this. Without a gush from Forev, they don't really have, like, the slow required to maybe keep one of these heroes underneath the tower.
Well, it would be nice if they TP in the Ember. I think they could have taken the fights. Ember trying to get the top rune, but Bocarino gonna deny it. And the bottom rune is also denied. QO, he gets nothing!
He even had a spear on the bottom rune, so he was able to take out both. That was the plan.
The sneaky cast was there, and he's gonna be happy with a haste rune. Gonna do a pull and get his level 4, so he has a point in Grave. It is pretty important to get max level Grave early when you're playing around a Huskar, so levels on the Dazzle is important. You still don't want to sacrifice levels in heal, of course.
Yeah.
It just makes it more important to get the Tome of Knowledge and pulls off and all these things. All the goodies.
So you have the entire Dazzle arsenal at your fingertips.
Yes.
That wasn't the word I was originally looking for. I had something else in my head.
Mm-hmm. I bet you did.
It was clean. Alright.
Good stuff. Offlane Jules is trying to be sneaky and leech experience here, but he has to be very careful against the Omnislash.
It's almost like he wants to try and fight, but without back, they don't really have a lot of control here.
You can't really go into MP here, even if he looks like maybe an easy kill.
Yeah, spin and Omnislash will make life so difficult.
Especially Dubu sitting around in Fog of War. Very, very dangerous if they engage there. Febby keeps planning deep wards, sneaky positions. And he will see now that the Doom is not where he should be. So they know he's up to something.
If Febby was actually like maybe 1-2 seconds earlier, he probably would have been there to actually gank up Ben-Hur when he's slightly out of position. Instead of throwing down that aggressive observer ward.
The spin was used. That's gonna make Jules really itchy to go in here and fight.
Well, here he goes, but he's not going in, he is running away.
Yeah, he doesn't want to waste too much time in the end, I guess. He just wants to farm up a little bit. Hard position for him. You can't really jungle as greedily as a Doom when you're against Bounty Hunter, and here he is, getting scouted.
Yeah, a little bit too easy with 3 heroes around you. QO is going to commit his spirits to getting closer, which gives you a Searing Chains. Attempted TP out here, not going to be successful.
I love QO's last hit there. He just... I need this gold. I rotated for this kill. Gimme. And he gets it as well. Would look foolish if he failed.
Also, bottom lane for Rev. What do you want to do about this, man? You don't have enough mana for a Ravish, still short by 10. And even if he did, Raging Potato may not care.
Yeah, there's always the risk of him turning on the armlet before the Ravage actually connects to him.
Yeah.
And then it's a waste, so you're definitely not defending this. Tower goes down, and in fact, Courier is dead as well. Radiant's Courier gets sniped by Bounty Hunter.
Didn't really have that much on it, but it happened just round the corner from the bottom room.
It's in fact the good wards that Bounty placed that allow him to get that kill, though. These deep wards reveal the Courier early.
And QR won't be able to do this for much longer. Jules is approaching level 6, so once the Doom is up, he can't get away with the aggressive creep skipping.
That's what he wants as well, but he's just been unable to farm so much. When he finally has it, that's when Mineski have a nice time to go. DK ulti's also been online for a long time, but not used at all. So mid tower isn't pressured at all yet. But meanwhile, Huskar is doing a lot of work on bottom.
Yeah, it's already up. He's got the casual live steal through the Morbid
Oh,
Mask.
they're going mid. They stunned, but too early. Oh, still get the Doom though.
Yeah, with the Doom he should be okay.
He could have jumped out. He went for a Searing Chain before he jumped.
It's like Hero was actually preparing to deny himself. Okay, no he can't. He's walked around too far. The Breathe Fire Ben-Hur connected.
Oh, bottom, they actually managed to bring down with the rotation of Juggernauts. No need for the ulti even, they just kill off the Huskar during the Ravage.
Yeah, they burned the Ravage, but at least, like, yeah, with no Omnislash being burnt.
But Ember should definitely not have died on mids, because he got stunned by DK, and the first thing he does getting out of it is not jumping away. He just stays for a while, and he tanks the Doom. Tower, though, probably gonna fall as the Ember is still dead and Ravage is blown. They do have the Juggernaut ulti, but it's not really enough to take this fight, I think.
And without the level 6 from Fabby, you're not really going to feel like you got the vision advantage here. So just attacks once into the Doombringer, but Haste Room will easily allow him to escape until you get a Searing Chain off. And that's not going to happen when Ben-Hur turns this on over to QO, and Raging Potato comes to join the fight. QO will jump away, but he's got 3 Burning Spear stacks on him.
The healing ward is actually saving him. He was so close to dying there, but gonna be fine.
Huskar's first rotation, you basically force the mid to go home and lick its wounds.
Exactly.
Because you also grabbed that bottom rune too, so Kuro's got like only one bottle charge of regeneration.
And soon you're going to have DK ulti again, 30 seconds, meaning you could just go for a top tier 1 as well. And what do MVP have for tower pushing right now? Yes, you have Juggernaut with the healing ward and stuff, that's nice, but they cannot really push now. Oh, solo kill attempt?
Yeah, Bocarino, Fairy Fire's not going to be enough. That last attack
one.
from Dubu was able to reach the Darkseer.
That was just barely. Dubu, well played, well played.
Oh, with the group up from MVP, I can say they could just push that top tier 1 tower, but it's not going to be the easiest kill they've ever achieved, especially now that this Juggernaut, like, it's more survivability than push and farm. He's going for a Vanguard as opposed to the Battle Fury.
Right, it's definitely not going to be easy because Mineski, they want to keep fighting. I don't think they want to turn down the heat at all. They are starting to lay into the tower a little bit. Bounty getting more vision behind the enemy. But there's just no way, I think. And Doom actually smoking towards the mid lane. They have a TP in with Huskar. Walking in and dooming an Ember should never work, though. It really should not.
Yeah. Taking the smoke breaks, you either slide a fist or your spirit away.
It's a very optimistic play. Well, he threatens to doom him there, but he's gonna get away. Debbie also manages to juke away in the fog of war.
Ragey Potato is going to walk into the rest of MVP, and now we start to see who has the power here. It's definitely not MVP once Ragey Potato reaches his secret shop.
Could have been dangerous being alone there with the Ravage and Omnislash online and no Dazzle close. Yeah, they would have killed him. A lot of posing right now to see who can get the better initiation. MVP, they want to find them, but Mineski are grouping for top.
So they just use the vision instead to ensure they can take this tier 1 tower without having a huge fight, which they're not expecting.
And they also see the Darks here. He's farming up in the jungle here, so they want to go on him. But nah, gonna settle for a tower, I think.
They'll probably just Iron Shot the next creep wave and hope he can slow up the push from MVP.
They want to take the fight somehow? They don't have Glyph anymore though.
Well, wish the best of luck for him. Tier 1 tower goes down. Juggernaut's able to take that one out. Meanwhile, up on the top lane, you had the same thing from the Dragon Knight.
Doom was waving his arms, but not able to get the ulti off. He needs to get one big item to really initiate, or get the movement speed creep. If he gets the Kobold, he could run in the pimp creep.
13 minutes into the game.
He goes for a boost of travel first, yeah. It's
not that unusual.
No.
But it kind of shows that MVP want to try and dodge this game.
Definitely. They want to avoid the 5-man that is Mineski. Darkseer, Dazzle, Huskar push. Yeah, they want to just drag out the game to a later stage when they have enough to kill him during a Ravage.
But you're still okay, you're technically still running a 4-core lineup here from Mineski.
You are.
You can push the Doombringer into being that core.
Mineski are not in a bad position to go late game. However, they do need to find some more towers. The tier 2 towers, when you have a Dragon Knight, you always have that pressure.
Goodbye, Dubu.
Okay, first Shadowblade initiation works off. Febby actually being seen as well, but they don't have dust on the Dazzle. They'll just go for a push on mid. Juggernaut though, already ahead of MVP here.
Ooh, nice dusting. Found the Bounty Hunter. Gonna trigger the Doom as well.
So fast with the track though. I don't know if... Okay, he kind of runs into a corner here.
Oh, yeah, get back out again. Did he just juke that?
Only because the Doom didn't run up and check there. He thought he ran towards the Juggernaut. Mid tower, Dragon Knight ulti is being used.
Yeah, they're trying to chip away at it.
Chip away
a lot
there.
being
They
brought
want
to
to
really
demolish
stop him because Mineski, they've got a 5-man lineup here in mid, and they're gonna get ready to fight. Raging Potato, Syrian chained up. Wait for that Ravish. Now she blows. 4 heroes caught by it. Raging Potato so low. The Shallow Grave will keep him alive. He's still got Life Break available to potentially chase after QO. In fact, he's now just gonna start to armor toggle over on MP and just keep it going. Do they have enough with the Omnislash? Yeah, they do. They brought down they actually brought down the Huskar.
Mineski, they're focusing tight. I don't know. If he killed the Ember with a Huskar when he's graved, maybe that would be a fine choice. But after Tide uses ulti, he just wants to be focused. That's definitely not what they want to have happen on Mineski. They need to do a little bit better target calling and just focus whoever the Dragonite is stunning and targeting up front. Oh, getting a solo kill maybe?
Oh no. The flame guard was still up.
Yeah,
That was the primary problem.
DPS is not there yet. If he had that silver edge upgrade, then he's gonna be able to kill him. Just more punch. Great attempt though. I like this aggressive playstyle on Dragonite.
That's a lot better than just the passive. Hey, let me just build up into a BKB. I'll have the Assault Cuirass and we'll eventually win. Off the back of us running like 5 cores.
No, he's definitely trying to be active and finding the enemy kills. But there is one downside though, going for the Shadow Blade, and that is the fact that, of course, Bounty Hunter on the enemy team. So it's gonna be hard to run away with this, but he only buys it for initiation anyway, I feel. And looks like they might want to smoke up right now. They do have the smoke available. Mineski gonna go. See if they can find the enemy though. Ember is forcing so much to happen though. Like, look at top lane. Tier 2 tower is being pushed in. No one is farming. No one is mid. This is the most obvious smoke ever now from Mineski.
At the same time, MVP is like, maybe it's a little bit obvious too that like MVP are around Roshan, or at least prioritizing Roshan.
Yes, that's true.
Sentry wards are going down. The fresh obs as well. And they start on Roshan. Dazzle hits the weave, so the armor is starting to also rise here for Mineski. Rev doesn't have an easy way to walk in for the Ravage, especially when it's on cooldown for another 20 seconds time. They're going to rely more on the Witch Doctor control to do more than anything else here.
They delay the fight, they can get the Ravage.
They keep the track going. How long you got? It's another 10 seconds till Ravage. It's up, but you just lost Febby. You just lost a primary source of income when you take this fight, aka you're missing your tracks.
Yeah, but that's going to be straight up just an Aegis going over the way of Huskar. Cannot stop it, Mineski. Gonna get it without punishment. Actually, they just get a bounty on top. Ember, though, was farming a lot in the meantime, so he's getting closer to the Battle Fury. And Juggernaut is really farmed as well. So I'm not saying that MVP are, you know, out of this or falling behind that much, but there's just a growing threat from Mineski.
You gotta give Ben her props for attempting that. TP up to the top lane, thought maybe he could just slip himself in next to the Ember and get the stun off.
Again.
So maybe he get like a quick support rotation coming in from the Doom.
Ben-Hur, he's an aggressive man. And so are MVP as they smoke up here with the Tide and Juggernaut running into the enemy jungle. They have Witch Doctor with them.
Look at Reggie Potato's position, it's absolutely perfect. Yeah, he triggers all 3 of them, maybe not so perfect if he can't survive this. Turns the armor on, Dubu is going to burn. There goes your Ravage. The Shellowgrave is keeping Huskar alive at the moment until Shuriken Toss bursts and he goes to the Immortal. Dubu also having the extra help from that healing ward. So he does repair a large portion of his damage. Now the Omni Slash bouncing around. Huskar isolated and brought down. You'll Doom onto MP. Support, however, is coming back in for MVP with the Spirit Jump. You're going to find 1. You're going to find 2. It's 2 for Forev.
Oh,
and
it's
1
just
out
all
for
going
QR.
MVP's way. So beautiful fight for them. That Huskar being isolated, and now Doombringer's going to go down as well. He cannot run away. Being tracked, you're not getting away from this team. MVP get a massive payoff there. And I thought that fight was actually going to go Mineski's way, but he didn't get the armlet toggle off during the Grave before the Grave ended. He was a little bit slow on it. And then he just got isolated for a Juggernaut Omni Slash. So, tough times there for Mineski and MVP. They're now going to be the ones to take a tower.
Yep, tier 2 tower in mid. Open it up to go even further, but obviously you need to have your Ravage before you can do so.
In fact, they're gonna back off. They rely on the cooldowns a little bit too much to keep fighting here. And the Dragonite, he's here as always. He has an armlet now as well, so his damage is quite impressive. Oh, he gets the stun on QO.
Well, QO is actually home and hosed before I moved the camera away, but
it's not gonna kill him, but it is gonna slow down his healing up a little bit. Until it takes the bottom rune, and then he's gonna be fine again. Tidehunter is stacking one more time. Can he get it? He gets it. That is a pretty nice stack right there.
That's his Blink Dagger.
It's actually a 5 stack.
That's if he can survive, of course. That's his Blink Dagger.
Yep. No, he's gonna be fine. He has max level on Kraken Shell and Anchor Smash, so he's not taking any damage.
Oh. Mineski's about to do damage to the tier 3 tower. They've arrived. It's the first lane of racks that's in game number 3 being possible to hit to the tier 3s.
Yeah, this Huskar with the plate mill now is looking a little bit tankier than the last fights. I wonder though, can MVP get an initiation on the Dazzle? Can they wrap around and get the perfect target?
Probably take a little bit too much time. You almost have to fight like just direct on.
Oh, Ember's DD rune. That's pretty big. And Battle Fury is just completed as well, so this push is not so easy, but they're getting damage done.
Can they keep it up, however? Side of Fist Syrian Chains, the Paralyzing Cast, locking the two of them together.
They're just standing there, but they keep...
Yeah. But what are you meant to do? Like, you want to jump in, you know you can't fight it until something like that happens. Barev hits the Ravage, and then down goes your DK. Huskar gonna try and go to town right now. He can't armor toggle fast enough, however, so there's another 2 heroes down for Mineski. The cost is the melee range in the mid. Melee racks in the mid.
Yeah, that melee racks falling is big, but getting kills with Bounty Hunter is also a pretty good payoff. They did buy back Bounty Hunter in the fight, but that doesn't really matter at all. Like, he doesn't care about his money. It's about boosting up this Juggernaut and the Ember Spirit to a point of carrying. And Juggernaut's getting really farmed. Vanguard, Yasha, and Diffusal Blade. He is #1 in net worth. I didn't expect that in this game.
You know, someone catch up a little bit closer as Farev's now going to take finally this ancient stack of his too.
Yep.
So he's going to start to rival heroes like Huskar as well as DK for net worth if this can keep up.
Guardian Greaves are going to be really good in this game as well. Just healing up even more, protecting your team. We'll see how MVP want to fight after this. They definitely need to start doing more structural damage because Mineski already took a Rax now. And you don't want to play behind too long. Being a Rax down, it really hurts your economy.
Mineski actually started coming down looking for an opening. Someone's just sitting on the side of a tree that you can stun, you can burst fire down. Now it's actually the dire observer ward of MVP that sees Jules moving around. So pushed up a little bit quickly from Diffusal Blade, and then only one real big slice through the back for the Juggernaut. And down goes the Doombringer.
You gotta put him even closer to his Manta style as well if he wants to go down that route, which he definitely should on the Jug. Such a great damage increase. I do like this Diffusal Blade pickup. So great against the Darkseer. For just catching people as well. They're going for a 5-man again, Mineski. Even though they lost the Doombringer, they know they need to keep up the pressure, keep pushing more with the DK ultis. Maybe they could wait for the BKB on Dragon Knight though, because I feel he didn't have much of an impact in the last team fight.
Well, you're going to feel it now. Tier 2 tower, you can say goodbye to it. MP's going to rotate himself around the back, so it's not a bad position to actually fight. Here comes your spin. They want Raging Potato. Again, that Diffusal Blade charge has to be used. Cast, he's over in the sidelines. That's why QO is trying to force out a Shallow Grave, a self-Shallow Grave over on the Dazzle. Hasn't happened yet. Needs to save it more for Huskar and QO. Doom dump, so Jules has arrived towards the fight. MP, however, isolated 4-stuffed up. Ben-Hur wants to find the kill over on him. There's actually 2 heroes down for MVP and Mineski. Now it's them who can come up high ground.
They have the buybacks and they have all their ultis available though, so MVP can still turn this around. Doom was used, Darkseer ultis was used, DK ulti is about to run out.
Might just be a little bit expensive when you're going to burn 1,200 gold just on a buyback. And that's exactly what Ember does do. But the tier 3 tower looks like it's going to go down anyway. Huskar.
I think they should just go in. Realizing that the enemy don't have ultis, they should just go in, take the track kills.
Unless they try and fight in their own terms. Like, for example, this until Farev, a perfect Ravage catching out 2. And you can say goodbye to both of them. MVP really not...
Oh, trying for a TP out. Oh, he doesn't get it. Just slides. That's also such a sad moment. He was really close to TPing out.
MVP are just so willing to use...
Buybacks?
Yeah, it's kind of like buybacks in every single ability they want to. The second they think they've got even a slight kill, boom, down goes the death ward, down goes everything else. That's what they're looking for.
Yeah, they need to just commit very heavily and get some kills. And I also like the way they played in the beginning of that fight, going with Ember, trying to catch out the Dazzle. Sadly, he got doomed very clutch there before he jumped away. But if he could force the Dazzle to self-grave, the Juggernaut would have destroyed the Huskar.
Yep.
So they had the right mentality, just didn't work out so well in the first fight.
Oh, hello, Raging Potato. Welcome to the lane. And Febby?
Febby scouting.
Well, he's managed to find Jules. He's got support. They got Omnislide available, so yeah, just go to town. You can say goodbye to Jules.
Dies very quickly there, as this is a level 2 Diffusal Blade now. So much agility going this way of Juggernaut. 60 plus 62.
It's moments like that where the fights are just too easy for MVP. You know you're going to get your momentum. Speaking of which, 12k in the experience going their way, just over 5k. So MVP have a hell of a lot to work with.
Yeah, they definitely do, and they're starting to. It's really starting to show. The Solar Crest did a lot there, just minus armor. And Mineski, even though they had a very good early game for the Huskar, they can't really close down this game. They are going to be left in the dust by MVP here. Bigger team fight ultis.
Yeah, they need to hit hard. They need to hit hard now. Don't waste this time. Go straight through bot lane. You've already got that mid melee down, so just keep going to town.
I actually think
Ooh,
that
Roshan too.
They need an initiation item on Doom, like Blink or Shadowblade, whichever. Probably Blink since they have Shadowblade on Dragon Knights. Because if he can't pick a good target, if he doesn't get Tide or Juggernaut before Omnis lashes, they're gonna struggle in the fight.
As this defense coming in from MVP, they definitely know what's going on. In fact, Mineski thought they were able to de-ward, but they weren't.
Seconds.
It's on the other side of the hill, so here they come. Ferev's in, he 4-stars back out again, and he actually didn't blow the Ravage, as now it just comes off cooldown.
Now
Mineski may not feel it's there, but in they go. The BKB's there from Ben Herbert, the Doom over on Ferev. He'll go down, he'll instantly buy back, so he's tank up the Doom. The Spirit jump forward. Who gets the Aegis Immortal? It's in the hands of the Huskar, and now it's MVP and Water Herder back into a 3-man wall. Mineski, they're all over him. Can they keep finding their openings? Ragey Potato wants to go ham. 72 seconds without an Ember Spirit. They can actually go for a GG push here.
Definitely, they can finish out the game, and they know that he doesn't have buyback. He used it in the last push. So it's not just that. And they're gonna go straight in. Aegis on the Huskar. Dragon Knight still having his Dragon form for quite a while.
Well, they're gonna focus on the racks for now. They're gonna play it safe.
No, Jug is trying to go behind.
They can't even go for 3. Like, what do you do? Oh, Ferev, they should jump. He'll hit the Ravage with the Paralyzing Cast into Death Ward. Now Mineski losing a fair amount of life. Huskar focuses over on Dubu. Magic One Touch will allow him to survive, but Ferev also having trouble. 4-star back out again. Huskar will finally pop, but it's only the Aegis to the Immortal. Remember what Mineski came here to do, is to bring down this melee ranks, potentially take more. They got 25 seconds until the return of this Ember Spirit.
They are being slowed up a bit, but Dazzle is going to keep them in the game here, and bottom racks is down. The most important objective, taking the range racks as well for some money, but they have to be careful when Ember is respawning.
Yeah, that's in 10 seconds time. All MVP can do is really try and slow down the retreat.
Don't have ulti,
and they go back in again. Over on MP with the Dazzle. He actually Shadow Wave heal bombed onto MP, forcing MP to have to spin himself away to safety. Ragey Potato actually enjoyed it. He was hitting that rack so slow before. He was almost hoping someone would drop him down with life.
Yeah, Mineski just turning around there saying, you don't have ultis, and we know this, but they
nice
get caught
jump
out with the TP.
Caught Bocarino. He wants to just surge and run himself away. Ben Hurst gonna turn, looking for an extra stun.
I think we have bad news for him.
Alright, yeah, he's dead. QO with Searing Chains guaranteed to get that one. But you're still happy, Mineski, right? Like, you've got 2 lanes of racks, 2 full lanes of racks going your way.
Exactly, and the thing is that Darkseer dies, but there's no objective to take here for MVP. They can push out, but Roshan is dead. There's a very long way to get to tier 2 towers of the enemy team, meaning Darkseer will be up anyway. And now they're adding up even more items. Halberd complete on the Huskar, 1500 gold to go. And Silver Edge is going to be the next item for Dragon Knight as well. Just a very, very cost-efficient upgrade.
MVP.
They're looking like they could be put down in the lower bracket by Mineski here.
Look at the swing.
Yeah.
Look at that swing. This one doesn't swing as much with the experience graph, but
the money from racks, yes.
Yeah, it's also like that, like the continuous money, which just isn't there because of the racks.
Well, the search when you take the Roshan and then you get 3 racks right after, plus take team fights, yeah, you're definitely getting back in this. And with the Crimson Guard as well on Darkseer, they're just so tanky now on Mineski. They're not so easy to bring down. Febby, do they have a gem yet?
The answer is no.
They don't, right?
They just smoked up, and instantly the smoke broke over on the Huskar. Like, something is wrong. It has to be the bounty hunter.
Pinging him out, he's like, it's Febby. I can smell him.
But while they're worrying about this, like Febby has a Dire Observer, so he knows pretty much what he's up against. But the tier 2 tower's gonna go down on bottom lane.
It will.
This is where Mineski don't get the better trade yet,
I think Mineski should take the tier 2 tower, and then if they get forced to defend, just go back. The thing is, if they get the tier 2 tower away here, they're free to push in from any lane later on and get the final racks. So this is actually a very good tier 2 for tier 2 tower trade for Mineski. MVP, of course, pushing a little bit faster, but it doesn't really matter. And I think they might just keep going here. Juggernaut, yes, he pushes pretty hard, but do they care? He doesn't have TP. Wait, Furry's coming in. It's fine. Okay. He doesn't C9 it. Had you scared though?
Yes, you did actually. All right, so MVP. All ultis are up right now. Same thing for Mineski, however. As Raging Potato, there's your start. The Ravage gonna pop, and her already inside of his BKB. Raging Potato, so low. They bring down the Husker. The back into the wall. MP still so low, but it's Mineski who have lost their primary source of fear, aka that Husker frontliner. Well, and the Doombringer's also gonna go down to MVP. Again, they're able to find themselves the perfect fight. Say goodbye to Cast.
Never mind the art style self-grave. That was an irrelevant one. This one was game losing, possibly? Or Dazzle just on the back line. He double tapped his grave, I suppose.
And didn't save the Husker.
Yep. And he got pinged by Husker as well, because this is C Dota, man. He got pinged a lot of times.
You have to answer for your crimes.
Yep. Oh well. That's an entire push just failing because of Dazzle. It's sad to say, but it's just one mistake like that can be really costly. And there was no one stunning Dazzle or anything. He's gonna kick himself for that one.
He really will. And it's now MVP actually getting themselves that hope back again. You had a huge advantage previously, and now it's starting to build up again for MVP. You're still 2 lanes of racks down, of course, but you're running an Ember Spirit. If you can find the kills, and moments like this, high Bocarino, Sentry wards get dropped by the Dire side.
They think better of it. They're like, no, Darkseer's too tanky.
Well, they have no choice. Mineski's moving over pretty quickly. Okay, no, they can't block off MVP's retreat.
Yeah, they're fast enough to get out. And MVP gonna get away. Mineski just looking like they want to smoke, but you can't really do it right after having a skirmish like that. You need to push out your mid lane, deal with everything. But soon they could probably go out. They do have one on Dazzle as well. And all they need is to win one more fight. Mineski are so close to putting MVP down here. But they're fighting.
Yeah, fight to the bitter end, boys. That's the way to do it. As now Mineski will 5-man smoke up. They know if they can just take out this top racks, everything is good. Forget the fact that MVP are ahead by 16k experience.
It actually doesn't feel like it in the fight.
It doesn't. It really doesn't.
It's a very even playing ground, I feel. And there are so many people in front of Dazzle, it's hard to get him as well. It's all about the initiation from Doom, though. If he gets one more of those clutch Dooms onto a Tidehunter, for example, that's just game winning.
Wow, this is a nice item to pick up for Dubu. Just before the fight begins, he completes up an Aghanim Scepter.
Oh, that is
Febby also just purchased a gem, so they can get rid of the Sentry wards of Mineski.
Yeah, that's really good.
And it looks like, yeah, Kiro is going to keep that creep wave away from inside the base. He does not want to enter the base, but it looks like he's going to actually allow it to happen. So yeah, there's no backdoor regeneration now for Rev. There's your Ravage, catching out 3, including Jules on the back line. Again, Huskar is down. Cast can't reach him. You almost wish he had himself, well, an Ether Lens as opposed to this thing. As now, they're actually going to lose their entire team because of it. The vac is back out. MP, you can be doomed up, but his physical damage is more than enough. MVP, they're taking huge fights here. Maybe not battling up against the wall, which is the greatest idea, but it doesn't matter if MP's going to have a triple kill. Paralyzing Cast slowing down Bocarino with the Searing Chains. There it is. It's an ultra kill for MP. The tier 4 towers are under attack, so they still have to repair the trouble at home. But MVP are getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
You know, it's been a long time since I felt this bad for one player, and that was a certain Aegis deny. I honestly, I would not want to be him right now. It's just, oh man, Mineski, they're probably shouting. MVP though, they're in fighting spirit, just getting team fight after team fight here. Exposed racks don't matter if you win every fight.
It's like you could just kill the guy who's meant to be sitting on like 5% HP. Like the Dazzle is meant to be the enabler for this to actually happen.
To be fair, Dazzle has a hard job with the Ravage blinking in.
I agree.
He has to stay really far back, but
That's why I'm like, Solar Crest was kind of cool, but
Four staff.
you Four Staff and Ether Lens, like something along those lines, something that actually lets you play the positional game, both for like coming in to hold people or pushing you away.
No, just Medallion into Four Staff would have been a great build, but I think he still, like the first push, he definitely still could have graded, and in this fight as well, I think he just had way too far back. It's harsh. I can't break it down to anything more than that. Good execution for MVP though, just bombing in like that. They're just fighting on the back of the Ravage though every time and hoping that the Huskar dies. It's working though.
Roshan has just respawned. I'll have to bring Q over to help out, but he'll take care of this creep wave first. Keeps Mineski a little bit closer towards their base.
And Dubu on the Witch Doctor, he recently got his Aghanims. He feels pretty happy about it, so he sets out 2 Tomes of Knowledge. He wants to get that level 16 ASAP.
Yeah, he bought that one just before that fight happened up on top lane. But Ember Spirit with a push on bottom. Now it's Mineski who hide inside their base while MVP will take Roshan. QO still also got a decision to make as far as item choices. He's got 4.4k gold. I assume this could probably be just like a straight Daedalus, but you never know.
Could be, yeah. Should just be a Daedalus.
Even with the... because you got the Solar Crest, but it's like, eh.
Since there's a Solar Crest and a Halberd, you could go MKB and make that fine here, but since you can splash your crits from the creep waves and from everyone else who doesn't have evasion, I still think Daedalus is a fine choice. And then you make use of the Sleight of Fist damage, because you can crit that. So I think that's a better build still.
Yeah.
If you had a hero that's going to man-fight a lot, like on Juggernaut definitely, his MKB already being complete now is going to be really good for him.
Yeah.
Man, MVP, they're going to take this game, I think. Oh, he's going double MKB. Alright. They just want to completely pierce the... Look at the courier right now. You know Dabble Jabble?
Yeah, so I remember Double Jabble.
Look at this though.
What's that? That's a...
Quadabble?
Quadabble?
Yeah.
A Quadabble.
Yeah.
A Quadabble with an ads.
So many javelins. We can't handle it.
Alright, MVP. You're still 2 lanes of ranks is down, so you can't dawdle when you go for pushes like this. That's why they have to keep QO on this bot lane and having BT in to help out. The first MKB's been delivered. QO is going to move up to pick up his, as long as they don't take the courier away from him.
Man, it looks like Mineski, they're really on the back foot now, just thinking we can only fight on our high ground. And that's probably true at this point. This
you're still 2 lanes of Rax is up though, like you're this fearful.
You're up Rax, but you're losing team fights. You're looking at 30,000 experience disadvantage. That's a lot.
Raging Potato, he's the first man on the front lines. And they don't care. MVP will wait for the creep wave and they'll come again.
Yeah, they're just gonna play it real safe. Pushing out the side lanes as well, with the Ember of course.
Fresh blink over on Ben-Hur. Maybe we should keep our eyes a little bit closer on the buybacks too, because right now it's only the Darkseer and the DK who can afford it.
That's true. Yeah, Ben-Hur might be going here. He's an aggressive man. Are they gonna doom the tide if they see him?
If they can. They don't have enough water around the corner, however. They've only got the Observer Ward and Sentry, which is up near their own secret shop, and they're scouting QO moving in. If they go up to defend QO, then the rest of MVP come in and take the tier 2 tower.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to do anything about QO as he has that Aegis as well, even if you got a stun on him, but you don't.
In fact, he comes to join the mid lane. Sleight of Fist, the creep wave that only just freshly spawned up on top.
MVP are still taking this very cautiously. You can definitely tell this is a deciding game. They're 1 game away, of course. This 1 game. Well, winner and loser bracket, there's a big difference. Either you have 1 best of 1 to play,
or you actually have a best of 3 and guaranteed not to go out in the bottom 4.
Exactly. A very comfortable spot.
That's where no player or team ever wants to be.
Exactly.
But there has to be 4 of them at this event.
There does. And every single English talent predicted Mineski to be one of them, but they have been fighting in this game. Sadly on the back foot for them now, but if they get a good team fight here, everything is prepared. The tower is gone over at the Dire Racks. Everything is just open and ready to be taken.
It's still not guaranteed like you avoid the lower bracket even if you win this.
No. They have one more.
They still have to go up against EG.
Yep. There's 1 more team to fight. Mineski have taken a game off EG before. Oh, they get forced that in.
Yeah, there's no follow-up. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, instantly blow Ravish to try and kill off a Husker?
Worked before.
And they just play the rage game. QO, okay, Warstomp helps initiating on him. He'll get zoomed up as well. Now, Ravage out. Raging Potato, not too healthy. QO, oh, there you go. Aegis Timor goes down, and there it is. The Shelling Road this time around. It's going to be over on Raging Potato, but the Omni Slash is ripping through them all. You've actually lost the Huskar again. QO jumps forward. Doombringer goes for the Warstomp. Forever moving close, but as QO is just bouncing around, there it is. Slice and dice, all you want yourself, you Juggernaut. Paralyzing Casket up to, oh my, almost killing off Cast.
Slide of fists starting to hurt NKB and Daedalus. Pretty painful.
And that's more than hurt. Like right now, this is an unwilling search of...
Yeah, Mineski, you're gonna have to fight the best of one, I'm afraid, as MVP. They're doing it right now. They do have buyback on DK, but even if you do, you rely so heavily on the Doombringer.
Yeah.
And if you don't have ulti, how do you stop this MVP lineup?
This is Megas for MVP. Like, you're seeing MP already moving up. He knows QO can deal with the mid-melee racks by himself. DK will buy back. It's like they're trying to keep the racks. Not obviously there is no advantage anymore, but at least keep them balanced with just like the mid and the bottom both being supered.
Last ditch effort, here we go.
Jump in, Jules again with that Warstomp. He does not have Doom available, and now Raging Potato life breaks forward, but he doesn't find his own target, and they can just keep turning this one around. Everyone's starting to get tracked up in the Death Ward from Dubu with the Aghanim Scepter. Mineski, they're being torn apart right now. There's no way they can try and survive this. You can jump forward right there with Raging Potato, but Farev right behind him, or maybe there is. It's on the power of the Huskar. Finally, is he actually going to have some power here? A triple kill. Surge forward. He needs the detection over on Febby, which he does not have. But they keep their racks alive.
They're
and
in
the
it.
racks is actually even.
I can't believe it. They actually helped.
It's Raging Potato. Like you can't blame us.
It's
like the
Potato.
second you keep looking,
Oh,
they're gonna kill off Febby too. Thanks to Ben Hurst Gem, they're gonna get the kill over on the DK.
They get 600 gold for killing. Wow. When they have people around as well. That was so much money going the way of Huskar and the rest of his team.
It's just the fact
Full BKB
that
now.
like Huskar has not been able to do what he just did. Like in 42 minutes he hasn't been able to do that, and now he finally does. Now Mineski are going to make a break for the top. They will have potentially, well, they actually won't even reach the racks in time. Like they may get one buyback out from the bounty.
Yeah, and there's also QO already realizing everyone is going to top. Okay, I'm going to be pushing down and start heading away at your racks.
Well, he took the range.
No one reacts, I'll mega, but they come back home.
Now is properly level. Now is 2 range, 2 melee.
Yeah.
Balanced.
I think Mineski have to push out all the way mid and just go for a top fight. They cannot play a long game here. They're falling behind so hard.
A moment of our time to stop and pause.
PC hang.
I'm wondering if this is also QO believing it's, I'm seeing it on 5.2k gold. I think this is Rapia time.
You believe?
I believe, like, there's no other item which you would instantly do unless you said, like, you get an Abyssal Blade and just lock down.
This is not a
Huskar?
This is not a divine game though.
It's not?
So. No.
Well, what else does he get to make sure you can kill off the Huskar?
I mean, if he gets to buyback money and rapier, then yes. But I don't think he will go no buyback against the team with Doombringer or DK stun. I mean, it's not the time because they win the fight. If they just execute well, they're gonna win the fight without this rapier. As much as I want to see him buy one, I don't think he's gonna buy one as soon as he has the money.
Hello, Etherlens, up over on cast. Now this shallow grade range is a lot better. Critical item now arrived.
I'm pretty sure I prefer Force Staff on a hero like Dazzle though. Like, what damage are you increasing with Etherlens? Only your cast range?
Yeah.
Force Staff is better for this. Force Staff in? That increases your cast range so much more. I mean, yes, extra range on the Shadow Wave is nice, I guess.
You can debate it all you want. Mineski are going to 5-man smoke move now. The mid lane isn't pushing hard enough. Actually, with the Iron Shell behind it, it can probably enter the base, and then they can try and force for Megas.
Yeah.
But QO is already coming in on the bottom lane.
They're going.
So he's actually looking
It's
to
time.
come in from behind. So is this Mineski? Do you even go for a GG push? Fortifications available for only MVP.
They're manning down. They're manning up. I'm not sure.
They are questioning whatever they are doing.
Go, guys. Go.
QO is just moving for the top lane. They have to go. Like the wave's already in through the bottom. QO is coming to TP back.
See the
They're
Ravage.
going to defend this one. There it is. The Ravage will trigger the Omni Slash. Wait for it to bounce around with the back into a 4-man war.
Oh boy.
It doesn't work, but Febby forced off away. He'll end up surviving this Raging Potato. How much damage have you got? Can he do it? Keep that toggle going. MVP's going to drop. Forever will join him as well. The buybacks are all coming out from MVP, but it's still Megas. Mineski have managed to force that much so far, but can they get out scot-free? They still have all 5 heroes up, and Raging Potato wants to do more. The Omni Slash got lost over on the Centaur. Raging Potato is underneath the tier 4 towers now. They bring down the Tidehunter. He doesn't exist. Mineski, you can be 27,000 net worth behind. You can be 35,000 experience in arrears.
The dream.
Oh, this is the better dream. QO did go Rapier.
Oh, they're going for it.
They have to.
Yeah, he definitely has to now. With this amount of push coming in.
Yep. It's the only way.
He needs to get the Husker down in just one big splash.
Just slider fist it up, look for that bonus damage. You know you can get rid of the creep waves, but Raging Potato is the man in the front lines. They can't really hit him properly.
Without
and
the
Embister
Ravage.
doesn't actually have a huge creep wave or a huge gathering of heroes to really make the most out of his slider fist. And now Husker, MP jumps in. They get the wall stop off again from the Doombringer. QO slider fist, Buckarino evaporates. They get through the Husker. They just keep going with the ultimate from Doombru. They've got it. They've brought down 3 heroes. Jump ball from QO. Ben Hur nowhere to survive. He's down as well. There's 2 buybacks out from Mineski. Make that 3 buybacks out from Mineski.
Mineski just, it's so emotional watching these fights. He doesn't get the grave off on the Husker there again, but he doesn't get pinged by his teammate this time, so maybe they have repaired their relationship.
Oh, MVP. They could actually, okay, yeah, Febby's going to scout the fact that Roshan is up. You can ensure the Aegis remains in the hands of the Ember Spirit if you drop something like the Lincoln Sphere. I don't know if you actually want to do that when the Doombringer is still on the field, but still.
Yeah, I think that's better. You need to have the Aegis, for sure.
Here's the buyback out from the Dazzle. They're coming to contest Roshan.
He's going to be joining as well.
Oh, this is going to be so close. MVP, if you actually go in for this, if you're not fast enough, then this could actually be Mineski getting a bit of a counter against you.
Mineski are just backing out, though. They don't want to go for it. They do not want any of that fight.
It's like they almost just want to go for a GG. Like, remember, there's no fortification for another 2.5 minutes.
They're just farming, actually. I thought they would take that fight, but...
Is there critical items are waiting for?
A little bit scared when they used their buybacks, I suppose. There is buyback on the Ember as well, so in a pretty sad spot now. The Aegis on Juggernaut and buyback available on Ember.
Oh my god, Juggernaut's just like, Battle Fury. I'll get this later in the game. Ben Hur's like, what money have I got? That's it. Okay, I need whatever I can. Desolator.
It's a good item if you want to finish the game. We'll see. We'll see how this can go. It's all down to the initiation from Mineski or MVP, whoever gets it better. And a lot of pressure and weight on the Dazzle's poor shoulders.
QR.
And it's pretty hard to grave people when there's a Divine Daedalus MKB Ember as well.
Yeah,
He kills them very fast.
You almost have to grave them like 100%. You just accept the fact that it's going to come in just a bit.
Yeah, at least very early. If you get the protective weave down early enough, then at least you can be a little bit more patient.
Oh man, they're just circling. Like, Mineski know they have the advantage because they have Megas.
In a way.
This is still their biggest advantage.
But the buyback status and the advantage of MVP, they also have the Aegis, so...
Oh, Febby. Wait, where's Gems? You got one on Jules, and you've got one over on Febby and Dubu. They're both carrying, in fact, gems. So there's 3 gems currently in action on the field.
All the vision.
MVP's going to smoke up. They're coming down. Huskar again waiting on the other side of the tree. Smoke's going to break, so they know he's there. And can they get the initiation off? There's your jump forward. The Ravage will pop, but the BKB still again being that protecting factor. Febby's so low, he's going to take a fall. How much damage have you got? QO, the main source of damage, still isn't even there. You got a double kill right now for the DK. Raging Potato's going to go even more ham. You burn the Aegis, the Immortal over the Juggernaut. Perev's low, and now in comes QO. Wait for a sleight of fist again. Raging Potato's so low, but MP, he's down. It's a triple kill. Where is the damage? It's still not there. They took the fight before QO was ready to be there again. They've lost 3. They have to go back.
They've lost 3, but they're still fine defending, I think. The Huskar's dead. How do you push with a Huskar with this lineup?
Well, the Dragon Knight's still going to be your only source. But up against an Ember Spirit with the Rapier, yeah, maybe not.
And he still has buyback as well on the Ember, so even if you were to bring him down somehow, it's going to be very difficult to break the base in this push. Man, these fights, Mineski are actually so tanky though. The Ravage feels like it does nothing. He did catch the Dazzle in the back line, but the front line is so tanky that it doesn't matter. He doesn't need to grave immediately anymore. He can wait for a little bit.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
At least until the Ember gets lucky with a crit, that is.
Until Ember picks up his second Rapier, and then he's just like, who needs the crit? I got guaranteed bonus damage, then I'll take the crit on top.
I've seen QO's Ember carry more than one Rapier before. It might happen here again.
Yep.
And he drops his boots. What are you dropping your boots to travel for?
Well, he doesn't have a courier.
Oh, he's going Helm of Dominator.
Wait.
Curious.
Is he going to build Satanic?
That feels reasonable.
No, he drops the Helm of the Dominator and then takes the... What? Oh, he dominates a Mega Melee creep.
I guess he wants a travel TP.
What?
So he has a travel target. They're going to go for the backdooring.
Okay.
They're setting up for just...
He's dropped 2 helms.
What did he drop?
Did you just buy... Did you buy 2? I think he bought a second helm by accident.
I'm not sure why the second helm.
I don't know either, because we obviously can't tell. Wait, what? Now we got 3 Helmet Dominators.
Stacking creeps?
Yeah, they're actually huge. Yes.
I have not seen this before. 3 Helmet Dominators? What on
But
earth?
you've only taken 2 creeps though. I think QO realized that you obviously can't take a 3rd creep. Like the Helmet Dominator is shared on the hero itself, not on the item.
No, it's on the item.
It is on the item?
Yeah, 2 of these are his.
I thought the other one belonged to the Witch Doctor.
No, 2 of them are his. Okay,
then who's the 3rd?
I'm not sure about the 3rd one. I think maybe MVP or MP bought it.
Why we did? Wait, so they use these creeps to actually fight?
I think they're just gonna set up for a TP backdooring because they're pushed by mega creeps all the time. They want to send these creeps in and TP to them and backdoor the enemy with Juggernaut and Ember. But I'm not sure why they buy so many Helm of Dominators to do it.
Well, there's another one. QO is going again.
No, it's not another one. He just picked up his Dominator and dropped the travels.
Oh yeah, okay.
Very confusing.
Yeah,
Interesting. Oh, there he goes. Takes 1 more creep. So they have all the 3 creeps now from the 3 Helm of Dominators. Meanwhile, Mineski, they have no idea what's coming for them, and I'm not sure I know either. But
all right, yeah.
maybe they're gonna smoke the creeps and send them on 1 lane each and sneak into the enemy base. You know, it's like if one of them fails.
Yeah, if that happens, because it turns off backdoor regen, right? Like with the dominating creeps. Like how's that interaction work?
They used to, but not like no. I don't think they do. I think that ended, but they can work through the backdoor region. They have Divine and they have a Juggernaut.
The 3 creeps are coming. They're standing guard. Oh wait, one of them keeled over.
Did they combine? Yeah, they built a Satanic then, I guess. Or did they sell?
I think he sold it, and then he lost the creep for it. No, wait. One keeled over, but now I'm seeing another one just standing its ground.
He just took a different one.
Okay, so that's all it was. Okay.
That was actually Dubu as well. His Dominator.
Yeah, I thought he did buy one. I'm not going insane.
I must say, I did not expect to see a Helm Dominator Witch Doctor today when I woke up. But here I am, witnessing the best Dota in the world.
So the QO was actually going to be buying, as opposed to buying a second Divine Rapier.
Maybe
he got another Dominator. He just built a 3rd Dominator over on QO.
Are they simply using the Dominator creeps to defend against Megas? So that when they push down, they're just going to use the creeps to pull back the enemy creeps to their fountain?
I believe so.
If it's simply coming down to that, then
this has to be that.
I have not seen that before. They're building this. This is resembling my good old defensive circle of couriers. The couriers were better defenders than this, but We'll see.
Unless they wait. Well, they can't block their own lane in, right?
What? Oh, you mean for them to block a lane and save up creeps?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that's a thing.
Sorry, can't
It's
really
not
be
really a thing anymore.
But right now, like this is
It
a
could
weird
actually
thing.
be something they have in mind. I don't know. It's crazy. The amount of money they're spending on this is actually insane as well. They could have so many useful items on different heroes. Instead, they have a Helm of Dominator Witch Doctor with no money for buyback because he bought a Helm of Dominator.
Maybe they just ask, like, want to have an answer
We'll
to the
see
question,
what
like,
happens, dude.
you and what army? Well, I stole your army. The jump will come. It's over on QO and Bevy. The Ravage will hit perfectly too with the Splatter Fist. The heavy damage from QO. You can say goodbye to the Doombringer. Macarino as well, so low, but he goes for another big back. Can Van Hergo down? Yep, there's 2 heroes down. QO still in good fighting condition. Raging Potato now isolated as well. 3 heroes on the sidelines.
MVP.
It's about to be 4. Cast will drop 2. MVP. They will defend. They will hold the line. Their army is doing jack crap. Back at the base.
It's all the Dominators, Toby. They defend it because
They
of the
dominated
Dominators.
themselves. What? They strap themselves to the frickin' throne and go, you know what? Greenpeace boys.
Yes, that's exactly what, Toby. Beautiful. Man, they hug up too close. They do have triple melee hero on the front line, but it's just so hard for them, or melee range at least. The Slide of Fist just destroyed them in that fight. If we looked at the amount of damage the Ember dealt, I didn't have time to check it, but just insane. They need to make sure to spread out a little bit, because he got 2 big Slide of Fists off and just won the fight for them.
Wait, he just bought another one.
Yes, man.
Yeah, he just put another one.
Get more Helm of Dominators. It's the Korean micro. We're gonna see it,
But
Toby.
wait, there's only 4 creeps here. One of them must have died at some point. I wonder if he actually keeps tabs of like which creep belongs to which Dominator. Because the other helm,
you
the
can't mix
other
them
helm
up.
is still on the Witch Doctor, so then we got one helm.
Well, they have them lined up in a nice order.
Okay, we should
Oh,
probably
they're
focus on like how this game is currently being won, which is MVP trying to push their own Megas right now. Jules will come in. That Hex is pretty quick as well. That's the one coming out from Bevy. Jules, he's down. 72 seconds on the sideline. Huskar's back up in 1 second time, but buybacks rebel for everybody apart from Jules. But the Megas are now versus Megas. We have removed all 6 sets of racks from the field.
That must be a first here at the Manila Major as well.
It is most definitely
not
a first.
common occurrence.
We have not seen this yet. Megas on Megas.
Yeah, that means MVP are going to be in a really good spot now to just go towards this Roche. If they get the Aegis again and put it on the Juggernaut, that means they could probably push down and close out the game, but do not underestimate the Raging Potato. This Huskar can deal a lot of damage.
That he can. That he can. Well, MVP. They're killing off Roshan nice and quick.
Yeah, the Helm of Dominator is
Mineski
really
will not
kicking
get
in
there.
a lot of damage here. Look at the Switch Doctor. If he hits, if he hits,
He's not hitting anything, man.
oh, all right. It's the threat of the Dominator. Roshan just surrenders.
Satanic is now done for the Huskar. Okay, it's not just doing damage, it's potentially becoming immortal here as a Huskar. But you're still down to, like, it's a 7-second BKB.
I think he might have needed a Divine of his own, though. I'm not sure if this is going to be enough.
Well, judging by the rate this game is going, you can still get a Divine Rapier over on the Huskar.
Yeah,
He's not farming anywhere near the rate of QO, who is rapidly approaching, like, the 800 CS mark.
Exactly. Chio is almost double his net worth. And yes, you could find a Divine Rapier, but the only way is to pry it from the dead hands of the Ember Spirit right now. You're not going to farm it on your own in this game as a Huskar, especially when the lane creeps give basically no money right now.
Mm-hmm.
Mega creeps. Oh boy.
Here comes MVP.
It's nervous times for Mineski right now.
There's a look who's on the front lines, like the Huskar is the main man sitting out there on the front lines. They know they have to sit behind.
Oh boy.
Wait, the whole thing is about Ember Spirit also tonight, but he's going to come back there to Forever. He goes for a one-man Ravage over on the Huskar. Then her keeping Dubu out of the back lines was a three-man back wall. They need a little bit more from this. Raging Potato looking to go ham right now if he can catch up to Forever. He's actually just Perez on the run. Huskar is committing to this one. We should probably stay on board now with QO, who does have Raging Potato. There is the Maledicт currently on Raging Potato. Aegis Simona will burn off. They go for the wall stop instantly, and MP, he'll be removed from this game. But that Aghanim bouncing Death Ward, doing terrible, terrible damage, combining up with the Sleight of Fist. The buybacks, they just keep coming. They're going to catch out the Dazzle as well. Bevy's there, but Revenge is back again. We'll lose another one. There's no bounty on it for 102 seconds, but he can also buy back. MVP, they're actually leaving the scene of the crime.
Double TP out, they're gonna get out just fine. Beautiful by Mineski. Going into that fight, they got the vacuum wall, as you said, but also a 3-hero stomp to follow up. That was perfect combination by the Doom and the Darks here. We have 2 nice little gems just laying over here. Nobody wants them, no one cares. But the mid push is gonna happen now. Mineski don't have buyback, but they need to go, I think.
Well, no buybacks on there, boys, but they need to force it out from MVP at least, because even if they force it out from MVP and then they back up, like, you're still putting MVP in the same situation as Mineski. Like, you're ranked up, but you've also got, like, big heroes with buybacks on cooldown.
You could also wait for Doombringer, but it's waiting 80 seconds, not just for him to respawn, also for him to get his...
Dominator Congo.
Oh, yeah.
Dominator Congo.
Oh, they're fearsome.
Wait for him.
That's a buyback forced. I think they should just back. They do not have Doombringer, and he's very important. Oh. Not only for his ulti, but he carries the Shivas and Vlad's aura, and they are really big in these
They're leaving. They got what they wanted. Because it's a buyback on a hero, like, it's only the countdown timer on Febby. This guy just keeps tracking up during fights. He's got 39 assists over on this bounty hunter in the game. How is she looking overall for this kind of stuff? Like, I know MVP normally has, like, massive...
Yeah,
like,
they broke
24,
the record.
39, 27, 24, 29. Like, overall assists in this game is massive.
Yeah, that's a lot of assists in one game.
Compared to the way Mineski plays, like, we got 13, 18, 7 for a Husker.
Yeah, that's pretty insane.
Oh. Alright, so how do you... You both got Megas. I'd say, what objective are you looking for apart from the throne? Do you try and wait for next Roshan? Is he even important anymore? Or do you just, like, set up for some kind of team fight?
It's too long to just wait. You definitely want to keep going as 5 and try to push somewhere. Set up a fight.
Look with the hide the gems. You could just put them in your stash. You don't need to put them in a bush. They are putting them in a bush.
In the bush, Toby. That's the gem bush.
2 in the bush is worth what? 3 in the stash?
I guess so.
They jump in, Ragey Potato. For Rev, he's just doing a little bit of silly billiness. Linking forward, going for the gush.
I'm learning so much. The gem bush, the quad-dominated creeps just standing around, not actually having done anything.
I really don't understand why they're here either. Because you can use your BTs to just come straight back to the buildings.
They're defensive for if they ever forget to defend
But they've never been used.
No, but
literally, their fortress was under attack, and they just stood there. Lager, they stood there.
You know what, Toby?
They were
My seatbelt has never been used either, but I still put it on, Toby. That's what these Helmo Dominators are. Alright? That's your seatbelt right there.
Oh, boy.
You better damn use it, Toby.
Let's just start buying recipes to save money for buyback, huh?
Yes.
We want to really start pulling back some of the old tricks of the book.
Hey, man. If you want to save up money for Blink or Shaker...
Just buy a second bloody Rapier instead of more Dominators. It just doesn't make sense. It really, really doesn't.
I have to go and commend MVP after this game just for breaking Toby.
Just brain, please. Like, even a Moonshot. Like, you can get a Moonshot over on QO. It's not the greatest item ever on an Ember Spirit, but you got 8.7k gold. And you've spent how much on Dominators?
Toby. That's more than 2 Dominators for a silly Moonshot, Toby. You could have more security in your base.
It's crazy.
We need to hire security.
A second Rapier, so when you die, you can instantly pick it back up again and come back to the fight. That makes sense.
Yeah, that would
Here we go. What does he sell? What is it?
He's not selling anything.
He
might buy one and just, put it in the gem bush or in the stash or something.
I just love how close they kept coming to that Radiant Courier. It's been sitting in the trees just north of the shop with that stuff. The Mystic Staff sitting on it. Yep. It's Boccarino trying to finish up a scythe, but he doesn't have the money for it.
Poor guy. Has the money for it and had it long ago. Fabby. He's got that money. Easy bounty hunter life.
Raging Potato again is the man on the front lines. They're just waiting it out. Megas on Megas. 4 stars being used by Febby. Trying to force some kind of reaction out from Raging Potato. PKB or something like that could do the job. We just keep the split push going because, hey, why not?
I believe we're at 143 assists in this game, by the way, Toby.
Are we?
Just MVP.
Just
That's their number of assists. Well, looks like they're gonna set the record in this one. And still, we have Mineski holding on here. I never expected this game to keep going so long.
I don't think anyone really did, man. Like the fact you have
stuff.
You have a 50k or practically 50k net worth hero on the field that isn't an alchemist. 64 minutes in.
He's so close to outfarming both the course on Mineski at once. Just QO things, man. QO. He's also stashing up that 5-digit money. Not really farmed until you have 5 digits, Toby.
Just buy him like a moonshot or a rapier. It's useless cash. It does nothing.
No,
it achieves nothing.
It does, Toby. It's the 5-digit club.
Everything of value was never bought. That's what this is right now. You're doing almost 1,700 crits as well. Just.
He doesn't need a different item. His items are fine, Toby. So
fine.
Once he has, oh, there's actually a
fine.
There's a DD rune on top.
Well, accept this and move on.
They're not gonna scout out the DD rune, but they might look for an initiation again here. They haven't had too much success going into Mineski's base though, so they're really being careful about how they approach this.
Maybe they just kill off somebody else.
I think they might be saving up for the Abyssal Blade on Juggernaut. I honestly think that's what they're waiting for.
That could be it.
It takes a while for him to farm up though, since he wants to have buyback as well. He has 3,000 surplus right now, so he's a little bit away.
Yeah, Bocarino is just like it's his own personal courier, by the way. That one, which is up there.
Oh, of course.
The gems are still hidden in the bush. They haven't felt a need to get one yet.
They have not grown to become 3 gems. They're trying to plant them, you know.
MVP also, like, what do they do with their courier? They're just watching Roshan. So Abyssal Blade is pretty much done for MP.
Pretty much.
He just wants to make sure he's got buyback. He's got a surplus of 1k.
Yeah, he needs 500 more golds until he can buy it.
Alright, there we go. Start the buy. Spocarino, 66 minutes in, is now on the way out.
Pretty big item as well, because now they have some way to disable the Ember. Even if they don't have Doom, they can just DK stun and then Hex, or even initiate with something like the Husker ulti.
Sorry, I just want to give a shout out to the Australian who just basically said, "Give me a home among the gem trees." It's a classic Australian song.
Classic. I bet. Oh, they're rewarding.
QR. Cast!
Just 7.
Healing the truth out of his life, but Perez is to let capitalize. And a straight jump in. Now Raging Potato. The backboard's going to go over on 2. They have to do the damage to the death ward from Dubu. It's bouncing around. MP, he drops down low. Where's that side of fish from QO with the searing chase? They keep Mineski locked on the hill with the coconut bouncing around. No Blink Dagger will take it away. The Satanic has already been triggered. Raging Potato is down. But the buyback is available. The only one who doesn't have it is the Dazzle. But MVP will now smoke up. And where do you want to go? What do you want to do?
Into the enemy base, let's go!
That would be nice.
No Dazzle.
Wait, Bloodthorn?
Oh, they're also pinging out Roshan saying, hey, he's alive. But I think you just go here if you MVP. They're pinging it.
Yep. But there's no Ravage. Because no refresher for Rev. Bebby runs very, very close. They run themselves out. A 2-man back into a perfect stop for Red able to break free thanks to Kraken. And now it's MVP. They're on the run. They got the buyback out from the Husker, but they need to be able to escape with the 4-star TPs. They're able to do so. They actually managed to steal the gems as well while the neighborhood. Bebby, he's in trouble. Will he actually survive to this one? Where's the detection? It's there over on Jules. Bebby, there's your Dragon Tail Blink Stun with a War Stomp. So down goes the Bounty Hunter. 103 seconds down, but the Megas, they're still hitting into the tier 4 towers. Mineski must TP back to defend, which allow MVP to now take our 5 millionth Roshan of the game.
Yeah, they're gonna get Roshan drop off probably the Battle Fury actually, or Manta Style maybe on the Juggernaut and pick up this, because he does not have buyback, so it's gonna be a great pickup for him.
Yeah, like, what's Manta really gonna do for you in this game so far?
Yeah, and Cheese on the Tide would also be a really good item, so this is pretty important for them. Mineski.
QO?
I must say though, Mineski have really performed when they defend. The Doombringer and Darkseer are really working well together. And it's what we said in every single game actually that we cast. Jules and Bocarino, they have great synergy. They destroyed the offlane 2 games in a row.
He holds the Manta.
And in this game, they're working so well in the team fights.
He drops his BTs.
Oh.
in order to hold on to his Manta.
Oh? Let's hope it
I'm not
doesn't
sure I
bite
can
him
go
in
with
the
this
ass, I
one.
guess.
Say hello to Bloodthorn, now over on the Dragon Knight. Obviously, everyone is just like Scrooging right now. They got so much money. Okay, now QO's coming in through the bottom lane.
That's a dangerous item for Ember. When the Bloodthorn is up, the Hex is there. So many things now that can break the Lincolns.
Well, luckily he could just buy back and buy 3 rapiers to refill his item slot, so he's okay.
It's not cool to exaggerate, Toby.
Okay, he can only buy 2 rapiers to refill his item slots after buyback.
Yeah, he's basically poor, Toby.
That's more accurate, all right?
He's in the... Dude, he just bought a rapier. He's in the 4-digit club right
Look at
now.
what is this? What is? We are starting a freaking.
It's a zoo, Toby?
Yeah, we have a petting zoo, soon to become menagerie.
Yeah, it's good. Only... How many Helmet Dominators do you have in your base? Coming to your pub soon.
Wait, wait, hang on. All those gems that were lost. How many gems do we even have in this game? See, this is when our idea for Super Gem needs to be possible. Where you can find 3 gems onto a hero and it can be consumed and non-droppable.
So you always see stuff?
Yep.
Oh my god, that's
It's
the worst
locked in.
idea ever, Toby.
It is the best idea ever. 70 minutes into the game, that's the type of idea you're gonna have.
For techie pickers across the globe,
Yeah.
I object to this silly idea by a low MMR caster who does not know what he's talking about. Ice Frog, this is terrible.
Low MMR player, high MMR caster.
Okay.
All right.
I'll sell for that, Toby.
Let's go again, MVP. Let's go again. Round 5.
5? Really?
Maybe add a 0.
Probably
You didn't
more.
want me to exaggerate it, right?
Yeah.
I only do what I'm told, Waga.
Oh, Jesus, Toby.
Here comes MVP. Straight through the front door, Mineski, buyback only available on the Darkseer. They need another 4 minutes, really, to get the Huskar back up and running. Or 800 gold for the Dazzle, 100 gold for the Dragon Knight, and he will have buyback. And once his Dragon form is down, well, he actually still got a decent amount to offer. And here we go, Dragon form up, the jump forward, they go over on QO, the Ravage as well, QO! He's able to get out by the nick of his spirit, he's away to safety. Femi, they're all over the back of him, trying to get rid of the Bounty Hunter as well, while QO's doing more damage for Femi, just triggers off the teasing enough for that Zubu, he gets that only down 2 raging potatoes on the sidelines, this can be it, it can finally be over, Jules is down, 2 on the sidelines, buybacks are not available for them, they're trying to retreat right now, Mineski and heal up, the paralyzing cast keeping Ben-Hur away from
doing it!
And they're actually going right now for the Radiant Ancient. They're going to finish the job. They are going to finally end this madness as MVP, or will they? Yes, they will. They're locking in Boccarino. There goes your DK. Buy him back, why don't you? You know you got it, but no, GG. 71 minutes, 42 seconds. This madness is done.
GG, well played. Cole, Mineski are gonna kick into the lower bracket, but boy, did they go fighting. That was a crazy ass game.
They went down in style. They went down in style. And in a way, MVP, Mineski did beat them because they stopped